Moving along. Here's a marvelous lady, a fine actress. Would you welcome Miss Sibill Sheperd?
You're so funny.
Well, thanks.
You're wonderful.
Get out of here. You are so great. I'm in love.
Time for our next guest now. You know, I didn't read this whole introduction. I didn't realize this. You were a former Miss Memphis teenager, right? And then you went on to be, and it says here, you went on to become Miss Congeniality. At a Miss Memphis teenage? And
Miss
then,
Teenage Memphis, yes.
Yeah. How do they judge Miss Congeniality? What does that mean? I mean, did the girls like you? The judges like you, or what?
The girls like me.
Yeah.
But I was embarrassed to admit that for years.
Why?
Because I was trying to cultivate this aloof persona, but I'm not really like that at all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
You think beauty? What do you think of beauty contests? You like? Are you for them or against them?
Well,
a lot of the
I didn't
feminists
win.
think they're, you didn't win.
Well, I didn't win that one. They're better if you win them.
Yeah.
I didn't even make it in the finals.
Yeah.
The girl that won did hula as her talent.
It's always the way it is. That's tough stuff. Did you win any luggage or anything like that, or you win something? So moonlighting has come to an end.
Yes.
Yeah. What were your feelings of that? You were on for what, 5 years?
Well, 4 years, but really, calendar-wise, 5 years.
That's a pretty good run.
Oh, it was extraordinary. It was incredible. It was a break of a lifetime. And, you know, it was an enormous opportunity I'll always be thankful for. But it was like getting out of prison, actually.
Well, what do you mean? Expand on that.
It's so wonderful. It's a great opportunity. It's fabulous. But the last day, I mean, I felt like, you know, in those movies where they show a scene where somebody's getting out of prison and you go in this room and they give you your watch back and they give you your
$5 in a suit,
and
yeah.
$5 and I got to be myself again, playing the same character for 5 years. And I almost killed myself the last day of shooting.
What do you mean?
Well, we were shooting in this church that has one of the 4 biggest organs in the world. And I was looking...
Yes?
I know that church.
Yes.
It's a real church, really, but I was looking up at a particularly large part of the organ.
Yes.
Great. And there was a step somewhat like this, and I fell. And I thought, this is great, I'm going to kill myself. I've survived 5 years of this, and now I'm going to kill myself the last day.
No, the tabloids were full of all kinds of things between you and Bruce Willis. Like you hated each other, you were shouting matches, name-calling, screaming, throwing stuff, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us what really went on?
Well, we did all that.
Did you really?
We really did.
You didn't get along?
No, actually, underneath everything, we both have a lot of, why are you smiling?
I'm smiling. Always smile at attractive ladies. Underneath it all?
There's a lot of...
Was this like a Virginia Woolf relationship, love-hate type of thing, or what?
Well, no, there is a great respect and really love, I think.
What did you fight about?
Deep down underneath it, underneath all of it.
Really down deep. I mean, what did you argue about? Was it ego problems?
Well, it was like rats in a cage. I mean, like, you know, too many rats in too small a cage, you start eating each other after a while.
Yeah.
But...
Do you keep in touch? I mean...
Well, we haven't talked since we stopped shooting, but...
Really?
But we really do. We really, we did a little bit of everything. I mean,
if somebody calls you tomorrow and says, would you like to make a movie with Bruce Willis?
Absolutely.
You would? Okay.
I think he's a wonderful actor. I have a great respect for him, and we just need a break from each other.
Yeah.
It was like being married to someone, you know, like a forced marriage kind of thing.
Yeah.
But if you have to be forced marriage, I mean, if you have to be, you know, forced to be married to someone, I guess that Bruce Willis would, you know, be right up there.
Yeah. You are a single lady now, or as they say?
Yes.
Yeah. Are you?
But, you know, I have to be honest that I don't know many men who could handle me 16 hours a day, you know.
Really? Why do you say that? What do you mean?
Well, after 16 hours...
Are you difficult to live with?
Yes, I think, you know, working 10 months straight, 16 hours a day. I mean, maybe you could handle it, but...
No. No, I don't know. That's tough.
Yeah.
Are you easy to be around? What bugs you? What really sends you off?
I think
You have any patience at all?
Yes, normally I do.
Mm-hmm.
But when you work, 16 hours a day for 5 years, there's a lot of stress, and it sometimes turns you into a kind of person that, like I threw a briefcase through a door once.
Where was this?
This was on the set of Moonlighting. It was near the end of the series, near the end of the year. It was, 10 months, and
yeah.
we were, it's just hard. I don't know, it's hard to do that, and I hate to complain because it's the greatest, thank you, it's the greatest opportunity of a lifetime. But I think shortly after that, Bruce threw a chair through the doors and we had to replace them.
Yeah, sounds like a real nice
fun.
relationship, yeah. Now you got to...
But we screamed at each other before the fights, We realized at a certain point, like 2 years into this, that we always had a huge fight when we had to fight. And it was real, what you saw.
But by doing that, does that bring your performance up? Some people do that.
Well, I hope it did.
Yeah. Now you got two new children?
Yes.
Twins,
20
right?
months old. Twins, yes. Oh, thank you, yeah.
Somebody said you started pumping iron
Yes.
at a gym. What for?
Well, lifting those babies, they're kind of hefty.
Yeah.
And, so why not?
Yeah. Now what's coming up for you now? Now that you're not working regularly, are you more bored than you were when you were doing the Moonlighting?
You're going to worry my mother and father by saying that, not working regularly, because they're always concerned. When's your next job? When's your next job?
Yeah.
Well, I should have a job any minute. No, I have a couple of jobs, but it's just trying to figure out whether I can do both of them or if I just have to do one because of time constraints.
You like more children? Like a big family?
More children. Well, let's just say I have my hands full. Having twins is like having a barrel of monkeys. I mean, it's twice the joy, it's twice the blessing, and it's wonderful, but it's like 4 times the work.
Yeah. Now,
people always say, oh, why didn't you bring the twins? And I say, I'm not sure you really want 2 2-year-olds in your house. Tearing up, and they're ganging up on me at this stage.
Yeah.
They use each other. Here, get down on your knees so I can crawl up on you to reach this thing that mother's put up there. And biting and hair pulling has become a major thing. I was really worried about my daughter, about my son. Well, let's see, my daughter for a while, because my son was constantly pulling her hair and biting her, and then one day she woke up, and now we don't have that problem as much.
Yeah.
She's biting and pulling back.
Do you get home? Do you get back to Memphis often?
Not often enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you go back, did they treat you just like when you were there, or they say Sibill Sheperd movie star?
Oh no, I didn't even win homecoming queen. I mean, it's just I'm just a normal person to them. Yeah. They kind of great equalizer. But I did buy a condominium there, and they voted on the board to not let me have it. They didn't want me living in the same. Yes, they voted. I bought it, and then the day before the furniture was supposed to go out to Memphis.
Because you're in the entertainment business?
Well,
they did that in New York. Some people tried to buy a co-op or something, and they were turned down, I guess, on the grounds that they were in the entertainment business.
Well, I don't know, because this one lady was quoted as saying, well, when Elvis moved in over there on Audubon Street, those people couldn't even get to their houses.
Oh, so they were afraid that you'd have...
They were afraid that would happen, but then they changed their mind, because everybody... It was actually a great thing, because people became aware that, that I wanted to come back home, and the mayor called me, and...
That was nice.
And they asked me to come back there, but I decided I needed to live somewhere else.
Okay. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. And we are back. What are you two talking about? I'm interested. What are you two talking about?
Well, I
Tell him. Go ahead. Tell him.
I asked her.
Were you hitting on her or what?
No. Well, in a way, I was asking her if she was still breastfeeding. But because she had been talking about I said, and
yes.
then I said. First of all, I said, do you have other children? She said she had a 10-year-old, and then I said.
Clementine, yes.
And then I said, boy, twins. I heard that there's a lot of work, and I said, did you breastfeed? And she said, I still am.
Yes, I think you did, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
Isn't 20 months a little old for that? I mean, I don't remember, but...
It's a little heroic on my part, I guess.
Yeah, but they say that's very good for the young people. And good for the woman,
I've
right?
enjoyed it. It's a little strange now because they tend to want whatever breast they're on, they want the other one.
So true.
I keep telling them.
So true.
I keep telling them they're both the same.
Yes, well, good. My apologies to Jeff Healey and the band. We ran a little long tonight.